Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back. Um, had to get off earlier. Had a little bit of an issue concerning my computer. This new Windows 11, it kind of like changed the game on me a little bit. So I'm back, just for a little while though. I'm going to do a couple more laps of Abu Dhabi, and we'll get it done like that. Let's see. Just want to make sure my sound is right. Hold on. Well, folks, as they say, it is what it is. Until I can really dedicate some time to getting my sound put in, then I'll just have it sounding like this. I just had a couple things to do in the house. I had to build something that my wife bought, so I really didn't have time to, really go out and. I don't really have time to, you know, to do more of the technical things that I would like to on settle courses. So, like yesterday, I was able to finally get the car, the buttons for the car down packed. Like my MGU, um, I was able to pretty much assign that to the wheel. So you see, I don't think it allows me to change it while I'm in here. What are you loading for? Okay. Oh, I wanted to do force feedback. I wanted to make it a little bit tougher. Put it about 140. It just, I think I moved it to a lower force feedback because I wanted to make it a little bit less powerful for my daughter or small children when they drive. So I didn't want them to be on here and freaking out when that wheel snaps. Sometimes it'll snap and it'll get your hand in there. You definitely don't want that. Gotta come down here ultra slow because the designer didn't compensate for the newer, more wide cars. Dag, man, look at that. So I don't think my setup is actually active right now. That I don't know if you were with us earlier. I changed my brake power all the way down to about 85, and let's just see if we can go back to our tune. Let's see, got our tune right here. So let's see what our tune actually consists of. With our tires is ultra softs, right? Our fuel. We don't need so much fuel, right? Let's see what 14 will do for us. Um, High bound, overtake, top speed, hot lap. Brake engine brake. Throw that up a little bit. Let's just make sure the settings. Percentage of fuel flow. Okay, leave that like that. What was I saying? Brakes, right? Yeah, so braking power is too strong because we'll just literally slide into every corner, and I'm tired of it. So let's just go back. We'll save this. No, we don't want to override it. We'll just rename it. Just putting the number 2 because what that would tell us is it's that tune. It's the second version of it. So we'll just do that. Okay, so let's give this a shot. I'm very eager to see what the MGU K system is like on a Assetto Corsa. I've never used it. Let's see if we can put more power to our vehicle. So I think the fastest time I got on here was about a 139. Let's just get it off of it. Okay. Alright, so I got my force feedback. I got my my braking down packed. Gotta remember how to hold the steering wheel because these new gloves, they kind of give me a crazy grip, crazy level of grip, and it's actually pretty difficult when I have to use one hand, like in hairpins. Wow, I'm not locking up anymore. Look at that. I'll take this. Alright, moment of truth. I accidentally upshifted. A bit of a lockup. That was on me because it was I missed my breaking point. That's right, let's get through this. It's alright. Alright, 139. We got a pretty low 139 too. Uh-oh. Remember, I can't ride that curve. So let's go back to the pitch. We got a nice little time, better than what it was before. So last session we were doing 141, 141. I think we broke 140, but you know, that's not fast. So I just did a 139, which a couple yesterday actually. I did a was it yesterday or the day before? Did a 139 and change as well. So we got low 139s. we're just probably going to keep this setup. This setup is pretty good. A lot of it, surprisingly, well, I don't know if it's surprisingly, but it's really not all on your mechanical settings. A lot of it is on your actual your you know technique. So my pedals are are not as strong as the like sprinter pedals, right? But what happens is, like, when I step down on a brake, it's not hard to lock up. So if it's not hard to lock up, I gotta like move my brake pressure down, because having weak pedals plus a high brake pressure setting, what you're basically looking forward to is straight up lockups in each corner, and that's what you saw in the first few laps. Then the other one was my force feedback. So the force feedback, the problem with that was, like I said, it was too light, and when it's too light, you really don't feel like you're in control of the car. The car feels like it's you don't really feel the earth, beneath the wheels, and that will kind of like take away from your whole driving experience. It is not easy to talk and drive, I'm telling you. Uh-oh. Oh man, what was that? I'm trying to figure out from a physics reason what just happened there. Like, I feel like the whole maybe the back stepped out on me. Uh, what happened? I slowed down and I turned in. I turned in. Maybe just, yeah, the back stepped out. From what I could see, it looks like there's a large number of camber in the front two tires. But if you look at the back, there's not a lot. And maybe when I get into the corners, the uh, the back, of course, having like less contact patch, just doesn't take the hard steering angle. Uh, could be so. I mean, these things are. That's why these F1 testing sessions be so long. You ever realize, like, these guys put in hundreds, like 170 laps over a test weekend? Real drivers, by the way. I don't mean, the virtual drivers. So, okay, so rear wing. Let's throw a little bit more downforce on that. Oh, that's all we get is the 7. Alright, so we'll max out the downforce in the rear. But I was talking about the camber, right? How the rear looks like it didn't have much. We need that negative. We're at 1.6. Let's go 1.8. And let's just see what this does. If it does good, then we have scored big time. If not, it's okay. Alright, feels premium. I like this feel. Oh wait, I gotta get right. I don't want to forget like what we just did. So it was this corner here that the back stepped out on us, and I didn't understand because I really didn't give it too much gas. You know, when we watched the replay, you didn't really see, you know, the tires smoking. Come on, give me that turning I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for that when you turn on a Formula One race and you see them go through a chicane. I'm looking for a hard turning, fast speed, change direction, left and right. I gotta start getting on that brake a little. Alright, let's just get ready for our fast lap. More stable in the rear though. I can feel it with that added downforce. Oh no! Don't cross the line like this. Alright, yeah. Let's just take it here. We'll do our little spin. I didn't want to cross the line right there and have to do a full lap again, so I wish they did flat spotting on Settle Corsa. If they did that, it would be unbelievable. Maybe they do. I just gotta download some type of file. But I was actually supercharged, ready to go on that lap. Let's see what time is it? 11:03. Let's get a little bit proper on this gas, man. Right? Like I keep doing it to myself. I want to become a little more disciplined coming out on my out laps. I tell you, every time it gets late like this, like my patience level just like goes out the window, and just doing the simple things like coming out of on the out lap, I'm just like drained. So don't judge me by it. That's what I'm saying. So I might have to just take it at the 100-meter board, 150-meter board, and just like kind of coast it out. 150. Okay, that's just because I'm on the cold tires right now. Sim racing is one of the most beautiful things that man has ever created. Like, without it, what would I be doing right now? Getting ready for bed. I'm gonna hit the bumper. I just wanna come around and get all the grip I can on that exit. See what we can do. So our top speed, this is the fastest top speed we've had yet. So I don't know if a couple days ago you remember I was saying that during qualifying, these guys on Formula One were putting down 325 kilometers on that straight, and I was only doing 314. So now I was doing 314 almost at the beginning of the toward the middle of the straight. Alright, let's do this, man. Oh man, I thought I was doing something. Let's just get. I'm losing time there, I know for sure, from my last lap's telemetry. My last personal best telemetry. Oh. Sometimes you get a little angry. Start doing all of that. now it's fun. Like it's so much fun when you get in sync and you just start going. That's just nothing. It's nothing better. I can only imagine what it's like being focused in a Formula One car, just like hitting every apex and just moving, feeling that roller coaster ride on rails. Feeling that massive braking, feeling the stomach, your stomach just just lift up and raise as you pulling negative and positive G's. That aero, it must be special. What these guys get to do is just, you know, it's just beautiful, man. Beautiful career choice. Remember, these guys could be doing what we do, selling coffee to people in Manhattan or something. Or ain't nothing wrong with that, but I mean, these guys could be doing regular jobs. But these guys and girls have chosen to do things, and I say girls because though there are no women in Formula One, that may change, and they also have other racing series that have women, like the W Series, which I would love to race against some of them girls, sim race against them. Get no grip on those. Alright, I'm behind, I can tell. Because at 128, I'm supposed to be up here somewhere. Just lost all my time. I was beating myself by 3 tenths. Oh gosh, there's no grip on that thing. There's no grip on those bumps, on those curbs. So you get on them, you try to get off them as quick as possible. I'm not getting I do this because I'm doing like a front end move with the downforce. So let's just throw. Remember we do increments of 2, so we just made the back heavy. So let's just do 1. I mean the back light. I'm sorry. Essentially with the extra downforce, you kind of make the back of the car get lighter. So gotta kind of compensate for that. I'm just literally just messing with stuff just to see what comes out of things, you know. I want to tell you guys a story. Kind of hesitant to do that, but I'll tell you anyway. So, in the beginning of my sim racing journey, I was able to. I got a couple dollars, so I said I'm gonna buy some sim racing things, right? I'm gonna buy the new wheel. I'm gonna buy the race seat, and I'm gonna buy the shifter, and I'll have everything I need in order to begin my shifting sim racing career. And would you believe that right after I put in the order, I mean right after the order, something came in the mail that kind of devastated me. It had something to do with a bill of a very expensive bill, and I had to give all of that sim racing gear back. I had to send it back, like I had to refuse it from the mailman. I mean, it was the most heartbreaking thing ever, you know. I mean, you know, being a grown man doesn't make you exempt from you know, feeling bad, especially when you work hard and you just expect to have some type of leisure time and hobby, and you know it gets taken away from you before you can even do it. You know, it's like how children are on Christmas time. You know, like they wake up and they say, "Oh, gifts." Could you imagine if they wake up and there's nothing there, but they were expecting it? It would eat them alive, you know. So that was my introduction to sim racing, was me having to give back all of that cool stuff that I had bought. And fast forward some years later, um, I wanted to get into sim racing again, and saw some gentlemen selling some things online, but this time I had what I needed to obtain. Now I don't want to sit here and glorify myself, say, oh man, I want to give you guys some success story. Um, but I will say this: everything in due time. Everything in due time. Because oh wow, I'm in the 138s. Who's to say that I would have had everything still? I would have the same interest. I would have. Who's to say that that very early in my marriage that I would have had that time to dedicate to that. When you're trying to build, a marriage, it's kind of like you need to be focused because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. So you don't want to be like have your attention over here, right? So, um, you know, sacrificing it then to be blessed with what I have today. You know, like I said, everything in due time. You definitely don't want to rush nothing. And I'm very excited about what I have. I go out to work all day. Come home and I sit down on the sim and I get some time behind the wheel of F1 cars. Virtual, but nevertheless, right? Um, let's go. I want to look at my telemetry on that one and compare it. They don't have my other telemetry, so my last 38.97. That's not bad. Um, yeah, it's something that you just you thank God that you are able to have, especially with COVID going on and all type of all type of you know violence going on the outside, and you're able to come home, and when everybody's asleep you have that time where you're just behind the wheel, and most times you're alone and you're focused and you don't have to worry about um, anybody, but I stream, so I can't really focus super hard on the driving and forsake you guys, or focus on you guys and forsake the driving. I kind of gotta find that happy medium. So, um, but this is like a form of therapy that I would recommend to anyone. Uh, you can't tell because I have lights on, but if I cut these off, like my lights in my house are off. Like this is the only lighting that I have. I have two lights. You can actually check out my setup. I believe it's on If you look at my other thumbnails, there's like a picture of my setup there. Um, I use a 49-inch monitor, SimMagic M10 wheelbase, SimMagic GT4 rim. I'm on the FGT cockpit, so my feet are up, elevated. I'm sitting very low to the ground. As far as the ground is about this much from my seat bottom. So it's about 4.5, 5 inches from the seat. So pretty much sitting on the floor, like an F1 car. Oh my goodness! I came around that corner. I'm sorry. I came around that corner flying, and the car actually did well on that first corner. That's why I said, "Oh my goodness," because I saw that thing hit the corner. I said, "Wow." Which corner was it now? Let's go to before the crash. Alright, how much of it was before the crash? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That is the handling that I've seen in Formula One, where they come around a corner. I'll show you right here, and it just seems like there's nothing that the car can't do. I just want to see it again. And of course, that's the infamous corner. And I lost it right there. Alright, well, that was cool. I wouldn't mind getting a picture of that, boy, that is some downforce there, boy. Came around that corner looking crazy. Too bad I didn't hold on to it. I mean, that would have been some wrecking lap right there. So hard to do anything with these gloves on. Unbelievable. I'll change the camera. Oh, can't do it from here. Alright, who cares? That was a cool little display of the aero that the car has, the full aero setting, and you wouldn't think that you need a lot of aero on this track, right? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but now I know I needed aero. I'm just trying to find out. Whatever, it doesn't look like it does anything, but whatever. Let's get some more going. Oh God, I can't stand going down here. Let's get these tires heated up. I can actually feel some since I up my force feedback. I can definitely feel the tension in my arms now. missed that one and missed this one. I need to come around there with discipline. Especially this one because I feel like I hit like little walls in my steering. Everything is supposed to be rounded off really good, and I find like I really like hit walls of jagged points in my steering, so I gotta get that out of my driving right now. Alright, let's get up out of here, man. I lost some time there, but I just had to snap the car back into. I feel like I was 10 years in that corner. There we go, made up my time back. Oh man, I lost my doggone time. Ah. Good lord, these gloves stick. I gotta find my way through this corner here. Oh my god, I was on like a 138 lap. I was gonna break my time. Dang, that sucks. Oh man. I wanna see that replay, man, cause I was gonna break that time. I started curve hopping a little bit. it's so hard for me to see where the car is. Like once they zoom out, I'm like, where am I? Okay, let's give it a shot again. Dang, it's on the 138. It's not the fact that I don't like doing it again. It's the fact that I have to do the out lap before I can do the flying lap, and that's the part where you get a little bit agitated. So this is gonna be my last attempt because I kind of want to just go to bed on a good note. Alright, let's get this going. Oh no. Dang. Ah man, I downshifted to first by accident. Too much. Nah, we got another one in us. I'm all over the place. No. Alright folks, had to kind of break it off right there because of lack of discipline. So Um, Thank you guys for joining me again. Today's our second stream. Just had some more time after I put the furniture together. So, really, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thanks for joining. Um, I'm asked that you guys continue to support us in likes, subscribes, and prayers. And you can share. There's a couple of different ways you can support us. We are trying to do something here soon. With the pandemic going on, we are kind of restricted to indoor, to excuse me, to remote learning. So we're gonna get more into hands-on training. So I'm gonna have some of the youth that I know from my church here on the sim learning, racing, and having some fun. So that's my plans. Can't wait. Um, some good things are coming in the future. So, I mean, like I told you, everything in time. So, remember that story that I told you? I lost it, then I got it back. But I got it back double, triple. I actually have two rigs. So, I have this one, I have another one, and some other stuff scattered around here. So, um, always pray and always, acknowledge God, acknowledge Him, for whatever it is you set out to do, and you'll get your reward. So, with that being said, I'd like to say thank you for your support. You be blessed. Have a good night.